County District Library. How are you today? We are going to do some experiments that I hope you join me for. You will need some vinegar, some baking soda. I have some dish soap. I also have some food coloring. It's completely optional, but it makes it a little more fun. You also are going to want an empty bottle of water, and it can be any size that you'd like it to be, a spoon, and a balloon or two. So the first experiment that we're going to do, it can be for any age. I have a lot of younger family members who think it's really fun to play with some baking soda and vinegar. And this is a great thing to do with any age. And first of all, I want you guys to think about, what do you think is going to happen if we mixed baking soda and vinegar together? And some of you may have already tried this at home. Something pretty neat is going to happen. So let's do our first experiment. I'm just taking a plastic spoon and some baking soda, and I have a container. So a container is probably a smart plan to have as well. You can use a cookie sheet or a bowl or a plate for this particular experiment, and just be ready because some of our experiments are probably going to be a little bit messy. So I'm just going to take my baking soda and I'm going to put a couple of spoonfuls down in the bottom of my container. So for this one, you can do it without the food coloring, or if you want to add a little more excitement to your baking soda, you can use some food coloring. So I'm going to get my food coloring out. We're going to use green, so I'm going to put a couple of just 2 little drops of green on that pile, 2 little drops of this pink, and 2 little drops of blue. So you can see my piles have some food coloring on them. Now adults, feel free to put this vinegar into a smaller container so your kids that you are showing this experiment to can just simply use their spoon and dip it into the container, or if you use a little cup, you can pour a little amount and then you control the mess. So I just poured a little bit of vinegar into this cup. For the first one, I'm just going to dip my spoon in and I'm going to put 1 spoonful of vinegar on the blue to start with, and 2 spoons. So what is happening in my container, I put 2 spoonfuls of vinegar onto that blue, and now I'm just going to take my little cup and I'm going to pour some onto the pink and pour some more onto the green. Did you expect that to happen? When you mix vinegar and baking soda, I'm going to pour it all in there. It has a chemical reaction and it releases carbon dioxide into the air. And so that's our first experiment with baking soda and vinegar. And like I said, you do not have to use food coloring. It just kind of adds an extra element. You can talk about colors, color blending. If you use the primary colors, you can talk about some guesses, observations on what's going to happen if you mix red and yellow together. What color are you going to get? Orange. Blue and yellow together makes green. So you can play around with your colors with this experiment. For our next experiment, we are going to see if we can blow up a balloon with using some baking soda and some vinegar in this bottle. What do you think? Do you think anything neat is going to happen? I'm going to flip my container over a little bit, put my bottle up so you can see what happens. So at the moment there's nothing in this bottle. I'm going to carefully add some vinegar. You don't need a ton. You can see I just filled it up that way. Next, you need a balloon, and it can be whatever color balloon you would like it to be. And this always works best if you have someone else helping you, because what we are going to do is put some baking soda into this balloon. So you have to stretch the top. I'm going to stick my fingers and thumb in there so I can open it a little bit. And I'm going to stick 2 teaspoons full of baking soda in there. So I'm just sticking the baking soda down inside, and it's going to be a mess because I think my finger is in the way. A little bit of a mess. Use my other hand and stretch that balloon out. So this definitely is a little easier if you have a second helper. Somebody can stretch the balloon and someone can pat the baking soda inside. And I'm putting 2 scoops of baking soda inside. And so then there's some baking soda down in the bottom of the balloon. And I also had pre-filled a yellow one as well. So we can do this twice. So then, what you need to do is shake off some of the excess and take the balloon, and you're going to stretch it around, and you're going to put it on top of your water bottle. So just like that. So remember, there's vinegar down in the bottle, and we have some baking soda in the balloon. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that the balloon is going to pop off of the water bottle? Do you think nothing's going to happen because who knows? Do you think that we're just going to dump the baking soda into the vinegar and the bottle is going to get fizzy like our first experiment? What do you think is going to happen? Let's find out. So if you would hold on to the bottle just slightly, and then you are going to tip the balloon and dump all that baking soda in there. And wow, just like that, we blew up a balloon. If you put too much vinegar in the bottle, you can see that it's going to blow up the balloon and go inside the balloon, which is what just happened. So the inside of our balloon is a little bit wet, and that's okay. And then when the balloon is all blown up, you can still feel that carbon dioxide coming out of the bottle. And you have a balloon that your water bottle just blew up. We are going to do the volcano trick. So what I did, I just grabbed the lid so you can see the bottle a little better. And for this one, I'm going to start out, we're going to make our volcano have a little bit of pink food coloring in it. So I'm just putting 2 drops in the bottom of the bottle that we just used for our balloon experiment. And we are going to add some baking soda. So you're going to get your spoon out again. And we're going to add some baking soda. Like I said, you can make a little bit of a mess. I'm just going to try and funnel it in. Actually, we're going to use my funnel. I'm just using a little cardboard funnel that you will see in a minute to tap my baking soda down into the water bottle. And I want this to be pretty neat, so I'm going to put 4 spoonfuls of baking soda into the water bottle. So inside our water bottle, we have a couple of drops of food coloring, 4 spoonfuls of baking soda. And I'm going to add 2 little drops of dish soap. And adding the dish soap makes bubbles. We've seen that our carbon dioxide makes bubbles as well. So I think that this is going to look pretty neat with all of its bubbles. And then I'm going to use my funnel, which is actually just a party hat that I cut a hole in the top. You can use Play-Doh if you want to decorate your water bottle to make it look like a volcano, or just wrap some paper around it, or you can leave it as a water bottle. But for this, I'm just going to put my paper hat funnel just to make it look a little more like a volcano. You could decorate this as well. Now, I'm going to use a little Dixie cup. You can pour it in directly from the vinegar bottle, but I suggest that you start with just a little bit of vinegar. And I'm going to just slowly add, and you guys can probably see what's going to happen since some of my water bottle is exposed. So we're going to pour the vinegar into our volcano. Woo! All of that dish soap is helping make it look extra bubbly. I hope you had fun with our science experiments today using vinegar and baking soda. That was a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.